We're in Morris, Illinois, and looking for those skill spaces here. This is a town of about 15,000, and it's southwest of downtown Chicago. So if you can think about where Buckingham Fountain would be, this is going to be to the southwest, kind of sort of near Joliet, but not really. When you get out in the suburbs and the extended suburbs, it gets the further out from downtown Chicago, it just gets more and more space. So if I put it that way, you can see there's a YMCA out here. Here's an elementary school. There's a water tower that says Morris, Illinois. Some cornhole, some permanent cornholes. And I mean, this is just like, there's really endless space for skill spots out here in a way. Get this gigantic field over here. And looks like they're even setting up for some sort of activity to enjoy this large space. This is like it right here. It's like an easement between the street and the sidewalk. Call it like an easement. Are you gonna do any skills out here? Probably not. And then of course you have this Morris Hospital YMCA. I'm not sure if that means that somehow it's a hospital or maybe someone's last name is Hospital. I've never been here before. Just thought I'd check it out. I typed in skate park on the Google map. Here's a good. This area actually is kind of nice. You've got this larger field over here. You've got like a rock that might be. You could take a break, sit on the rock. Kind of. Don't know. Looks like some sort of sandstone, maybe, or I think that's what that is. There's a bird that passed away. I did notice that today is. There's another rock. Maybe this is like a random rock place. And there's all that. Looks like there's construction or these mounds of some sort putting in another development out here. This reminds me of when I was in California, way up north, like north of Chico. I got kind of lost in this like field, like this area that was like there were tons of miles and miles of this area where there were just like rocks, huge boulders like everywhere. And I never really figured out where that was or what the story of it was. And this is kind of like what it was, except here's like two rocks like that, but it's like it was just like this, except that there were millions more rocks and they were a lot larger. But just like random rocks out here. So am I expecting to find another rock somewhere? This obviously looks like some sort of activity with these lines on the field, maybe soccer or something else. But yeah, it's just tons of space for skill. Looks like over here is a pickleball court actually, and but also you notice like these trees, and there's these really nice trees can provide shade. So if you're looking for a place to do some skills, I always like kind of recommend like like being able to be near some shade so that if you want to take a break. Another thing to remember too is like it can get pretty windy, and I've noticed that on occasion. Here's a nice place. Maybe meet over here and juggle some bean bags or something, possibly some clubs and stuff. They've got hot coals only, so they got a place for you to grill. This is actually it looks pretty new, this construction, especially with the pickleball court, coming in. And even here you have a sign that says no skateboarding, rollerblading, or bicycle riding. So, and that's just to remind people not to do that. Yeah, here's those cornholes again, and it does look like they are permanent fixtures, and made of, yeah, some sort of composite cement, possibly. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of cool. I wonder. I guess you bring your own bean bags. So yeah, there's a space on the other side of the pickleball. You got cornhole and pickleball. So those are both, like, corn is a vegetable, sort of, and pickle is a vegetable. Now this is that was a playground over there. So don't want to. Remember we talked about the past. Playground's not like great area, but this skate park here, pretty nice actually. Like. Looks like it's relatively new. I do not see the classic sign that has the rules, regulations. Looks like they might, maybe it's, a lot of this stuff is really new around here. It's kind of an unusual little hip over here. Good work for the designer to do that. Yeah, I mean, I give him a good grade on the skate park design. Yeah, the one thing, having like a little mini ramp, we don't have that here. Maybe you could kind of do a little mini work down there on the far end, and that would be going. This is that would be south, and that's west over here. So that'd be like on the southwest side, and this is the northeast part. And yeah, I mean, again, for skill space, over there, over here, probably. And you know, even just seems like there's a lot of like parkland and places you can explore. So, oh yeah, I was going to mention with the dead bird. I've noticed that, you know, this is April 26th today, Sunday, and you know, like with spring coming, I just have noticed, like, it seems like there's, you know, new birds and new plants and new things, and they're like, I guess that's what comes with it. It's like they're kind of like figuring out the world, and yeah, so unfortunately I get some of them don't make it. I had a bird. I was driving, and there were 3 birds, and I think 2 of them made it, but one of them, I think, got stuck under the car or something. Like, they came out of nowhere. I was like, "What are you guys doing?" These tiny little birds, about the same size as that last one. I'll go into a lot of details about these birds, but I guess that's what you get when you go out to just sort of these things, when you actually get out in the world. Poor bird. And yeah, I'd probably leave that stuff alone. Yeah, when I was younger, when I was like in high school and stuff, like, we had like a lot of geese in the area. Like, they left like geese feathers and stuff, which looked really cool. So I like started like collecting these geese feathers, not like tons, but like maybe like 10 or something like that. And then like I don't know. I was like, nah, you don't. Like, I heard from a number of people, like, dude, like, don't. You know, there's illnesses and disease and stuff on them, and you don't really want to collect. Just let, you know. I think it's up to the. Just let it be up to the park rangers or whoever's taking care of the grounds keepers and stuff to deal with it or something. I guess that's how it goes. But yeah, so this is Morris, Illinois, and yeah, I was impressed with this park they got out here. I did not actually, let's see if this is the name of the park, because I was about to say that I didn't know the name of the park. Oh, here it is. City of Morris, West Side Park. There it is. And we didn't have yet the skateboard. We didn't have the skateboard rules, but we have a nice sign for the park, and they have all these open space lands, a cooperative outdoor recreation project. It looks like this is camping and swimming and hiking and like boating. I don't see like a large body of water, but it's possible. Just across the Illinois River to the south of here, that would be racquetball or pickleball or tennis or something. And this is a playground in Illinois Department of Natural Resources. So they're basically saying that an open space lands. I'm not sure how that all comes together, but if this is, I guess this is considered an open space land, and this is the West Side Park of the city of Morris, Illinois. And yeah, if anything, what you learn out here is lots of options. Again, like grounding it. The one thing is we're trying to ground these skill spaces, get them close to the skate park, just so that you could say, yeah, meet me over at the West Side Park skate park, and then it's just easier for everyone to know where, like in the general area of where you are. I just feel like really tons of options. And you get a nice day. Oh, I was going to mention that about the wind. So you really do, the wind is going to be a factor. So just kind of, you have to kind of prepare for that. The things you could do is have equipment and do things that are going to be like wind resistant or something. Basically, for instance, like clubs are better than, like rings are like the worst. Scarves are going to be not happening too much, although it might be fun. Chasing scarves around a field. Let's see how that goes. But yeah, balls like and heavier balls are going to be fine. Good clubs that have maybe a thinner type of club as opposed to, so the European clubs are thinner, the American clubs are larger. So a thinner club is going to allow the wind to move through it easier. So these are the options. But yeah, anything like that. But just know that that's one of the things. Besides deceased animals and possibly some rain, you're getting out in the elements. This is something I enjoy. Some people might be like, I don't want to do that, but that's fine. Don't do it. But we do have, there's lots of flow spaces and flow meetings all over the country. And when I say lots, I mean like dozens. And this is just like an expansion or a development on that phenomenon. So we do get out and do our stuff in parks sometimes, and places like skate parks, this could be a good option for that. So Morris, Illinois, and well, until next video. See ya, bye.